Hi, my name is Frank and this is my Batman guide for dummies. In this video, we'll be going over 7 steps on how to become better as Batman. The main moves that you will be using for his vertical knockouts are his up special, his down special, his up attack, and his down attack. Those are the 4 moves that I would say 98% of the time, I use to knock out anybody. There are 2 ways that you can debuff the enemy. You can use your batarang, or you can use your up attack to also provide debuffs. The reason debuffs are so great for Batman is because what these debuffs do is they provide extra knockback and they provide extra damage, and you can stack your debuffs up to 5. So the higher the number, the more knockback you're going to be doing, and the more damage you're going to be doing as well. This helps a lot in helping you knock out your enemies faster and much more easier. If you don't already use this perk, I would recommend using it. I don't really recall what the name of the perk is, but the one that I use is the one where when the batarang is returning to you, it will automatically give them a 5-stack debuff. And it's not very hard to do. There are different tips and tricks that I can teach you on how to do that easier. Such as ways as throwing your batarang and controlling it in a way where it could miss and it could come back. There's ways of dodging your batarang so that you don't catch it if it comes back to you, so it ends up passing you, going behind you, and then you can run past the enemy. It's a whole other thing that we can talk about in a different video. Something that I will talk about at some point. The third step we're going to be talking about is Batman's Bomb. Batman's Bomb could be very helpful if used correctly. For the most part, people do use it as a way to just do extra damage, and that is a very good thing that you could be doing with the battery. That's what most people do. Once you hit them with the bomb, you can set it up to where you can get knockouts with the bomb, or you can use the bomb to break the enemy's momentum. Another thing you can do is you can attach the bomb to the batarang. It's not very difficult to do. All you gotta do is first you gotta equip the bomb, and then you just gotta throw the batarang. It's nothing too crazy. One thing you do need to take account for though is if you do attach the bomb to the batarang and you throw the batarang, if the batarang misses, if the batarang does not hit the target, if it hits the ground, if it gets back to you, the bomb automatically goes away. Whereas if you were to just equip the bomb and try to just attack him with it, if you're missing your attacks, it's not going to go away. That's typically what I try to do, is just use my attacks. Number 4, we're going to be talking about Batman's smokescreen. Smoke screens are very underused. I don't see many Batman mains use it, especially in 1v1s, and I understand why. I mean, it doesn't seem like it impacts the game too much, but it actually can. Some of the great things about smoke screen is that it does a few things. It hides you when you're in it, obviously, as well as the enemy. If they are in the smoke screen, they will get a slow debuff while they are in the smoke screen. Even their attacks are slower once they're in the smoke screen. Just so you're aware as well, if you're on the smoke screen and you start throwing out any sort of attack, you will become visible and they will be able to see you. A great thing that people also don't use a smoke screen for is having map control and edge guarding. It's pretty helpful with edge guarding, especially if you know they're going to be getting off the edge. Putting it down helps you just gain that map control. It just makes it more dangerous for them to try and challenge you in that position. The 5th thing we're going to be talking about is Batman's grapple hook. Batman's grapple hook is pretty great. There's actually a few ways that you could use the grapple hook. The one that we all mostly use is we use the grapple hook to get from point A to point B at a much quicker rate. Sometimes I use it to throw the opposition off its feet, especially when you're in the smoke. The grapple hook is so fast, people don't really see it coming. That as well, people think it's a batarang as well, so it can throw them off. You can initiate with it. It is pretty punishable if you do try to initiate and they do see it coming, so do be careful with that. Another thing, I mean, a lot of people do know this, but just in case there's somebody out there that doesn't know this, you can aim your grapple hook. You can, you know, with your thumbstick, you can move the grapple hook up and down, aim it wherever you want. Another thing that I use the grapple hook for that not many people use, and it is you can do this, but odds are you're not going to come across any condition where it is the best move to use, just because Batman does already have a lot of movement. But if you need to stall in the air, you can pull it out and you can just hold it. The sixth thing we're going to be talking about is Batman's glide. Now, Batman's glide is actually pretty decent, especially because you can hold your momentum in the glide and you can move from one side of the stage to the other, and actually pretty quick. If you use your dodge and your glide in a way, you can keep that momentum while gliding and you can move at a pretty fast pace. All you have to do, and this is what I do, all I do is I dodge, and as soon as I dodge, I immediately hold my jump button, because you will jump out of that dodge. You'll keep the momentum that came from dodging into the glide, and then your glide keeps that momentum, so it helps you move. It helps you move pretty fast. The last thing I do want to talk about is staying close and keeping momentum. What makes Batman so strong is his kit just helps him keep momentum, helps you stay close to your enemy, helps you move fast. Just keep the map at your own pace. Be the one to dictate the flow of the match. If you do all of that, I would say you have a pretty good chance at beating most people that you come across.
Battering's not ready. Bomb's not ready. Match point. Blue team. Bomb's not ready. Out of batarangs. Brave enough to face me in the shadows. Out of smoke. Victory! Computer, log that one under verify. Play again? Let's go! Choose your character. Justice doesn't sleep. Prepare yourselves! Got some batarangs polished just for the occasion. Out of that bomb. Out of batarangs. Batarangs not ready. That man out. Out of Batarangs. Got a Batarang with your name on it. Defuse a bomb. Match point! Blue team! Nailed it. On target. I'm victory!